Super easy and delicious espresso, granita, for episode E of my A to Z of summer series. In a saucepan, add 2 cups of water, 3/4 cup of sugar, 2 to 3 tablespoons strong coffee powder, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Bring it to a boil for 5 minutes and take it off from the heat. Pour this to a freezer-safe dish and allow it to cool down completely, then freeze it until set.
5 hours later.
Scrape it like cat scratches your sofa. Once done, freeze it again for 30 minutes and follow the same process. Whip the cream till you get soft peaks. First layer it with whipped cream, then add granita and layer again with whipped cream and some granita. Espresso granita is ready to serve. Delicious fruits custard for episode F of my AZ summer series. Take a saucepan, add half-liter milk, 120 grams of sugar, 1½ tablespoon custard powder. Mix well continuously. Cook until it thickens. Transfer it to bowl and let it cool down completely. Chop the fruits. I have taken banana, chico, apple, grapes, and pomegranate. A pinch of salt. Once cooled down, add all the chopped fruits. You can add any seasonal fruits. Some chopped dry fruits. Mix everything. Refrigerate for 3 to 4 hours. Serve this chilled and enjoy the summer. Creamiest guava shots for episode G of my AZ summer series. Cut the 1/4 part and chop into small pieces. Then scoop out the pulp to make it look like a cup. Follow the same process for the remaining. Now add the pulp to a jar, 2 tablespoons sugar, 1/4 teaspoon salt, squeeze half lemon, 1 cup cold water. Blend everything together to a smooth consistency. In a plate, add chili powder, salt, chaat masala, mix it well. Now dip our guava cups with the masala. Once they are well coated like this, pour the silky smooth guava juice. You can serve them as it is, or sprinkle some masala on top. Creamiest and tastier guava shots are ready to serve. Healthy ragi ambly for episode H of my AZ summer series. Take ½ cup of ragi flour, mix it with water, and make a slurry. In a pan, add 3 cups of water, 1/2 tablespoon salt. Once the water starts to boil, add the prepared slurry. Mix it continuously to avoid any lumps. Stir continuously. Cook until you get this consistency. Remove from the heat and transfer it to a bowl. Good dropping consistency. Once it's cooled down, add 1 cup curd. Around 2 cups of cold water. Mix everything together. Add more water if required, and adjust the consistency. 1 small chopped onion, curry leaves, 1 green chili. Mix it well. Voila, healthy and refreshing. Ragi ambly is ready to serve. Refreshing ice apple sago. For episode I of my AZ summer series. Chop the ice apple into small chunks. In a bowl, add chopped ice apple, cooked sabudana, milk, sweetener of your choice. I'm using jaggery syrup, saffron optional. Add some ice cubes, chopped nuts. Refreshing ice apple sago is ready to serve. Chat pottage algira for my AZ summer series.
Dry roast the jera.
Black pepper.
Grind all the ingredients to fine powder.
You can store this in an airtight container for up to a month. K for Kasar Pis the Kulfi for my AZ summer series. In a pan, add half-liter full-fat milk. Once it's hot, take out 2 tablespoon milk. Add some saffron strands and keep it aside. When the milk starts to boil, add in milk powder. Stir occasionally and cook until it reduces. Add sugar, saffron milk which we prepared. Stir and cook for another 5 minutes. Then add powdered pista, badam powder. Mix well and cook for another 5 minutes. At last add some chopped nuts. Mix well. Pour the mixture to a bowl and let it cool down completely.
A few moments later.
Once cooled down, fill the kulfi cones and freeze them for at least 8 hours.
8 hours later.
Sprinkle some nuts and enjoy. L for Lassie, for my AZ summer.